Am I the meanest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the prettiest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town?
Pawn's drunk.
Well, who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
Who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
I can't hear you.
Pawn's drunk. AKA Mr. Moo Woo Shot himself.
Of Harlem.
You already know this is Pawn Drunk Boxing, aka Mr. Moo Woo Shot himself, aka El Adobo, aka El Sazón, aka El Maldito Borracho. Dímelo, mi gente, que lo que? Ladies and gentlemen, another day, the night of boxing. Woo, man. I just posted a video earlier, man. Drama, man. With ESPN, Mike Coppinger, Lomachenko's people, Alexander Usyk's people manager, saying, man, fake news, y'all capping on my fighters. Don't you talk about my fighters. Hey, yo. This is the second time that's happening, y'all. This is the second time that's happening. Yo, everybody smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. I know the notification hasn't sent, have not been sent. I understand it has not been sent because, of course, I probably did a lot of content. So smash the like button. I've chopped it up with the people that's here. What's good? What's good? What's good? Y'all smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. What's good? Rude. He said, I ain't gonna lie, man. He ain't lying. Teo had a bad day like any other boxer. 9 out of 10 times Teo wins. I don't see anything special. Woo! Y'all want to become a member to the Punch Drunk Boxing channel? Y'all already know, man. Join and become a member. You see, I left the message right there in the comment. Lord High in the building. What's good? Pinche King needs to get in the ring already. Joshua, we are live. Yes, Joshua Cotto, you already know. Sammy Cruz, what punch? I'm here again. God bless you. God bless you too. Harlem in the building. Sky in the building. What's good, man? For all that good reporting, you are one of a kind. Keep up the good work, buddy. Good looking out, man. I appreciate that. The one and only sports, Mr. Pada la Juca. Aprende. Apágame esa juca, coño. Si Ega Balanga está por ahí, apaga esa juca. Sácalo de la discoteca. Brian Guzman in the building. What's good, man? What's good, my brother? Danny Medina in the building. What's good, Garcia? Ain't wrong. That Teo was full of anger and lost his head, but Teo coming for better and bigger things. That's what I'm talking about. Pause. Hey, yo. Mo in the building. What's good, man? What's good? How many times has Ryan beat TEOFIMO? Never. I don't think so. I don't think they ever fought in the amateurs. Home of a bitter Teo fan. Oh, boo. Boo. HLD in the building. What's good, HLD? Hold on, man. I got somebody on the line. Hold on. I think I got somebody with some special guest wanna clear something up. Wanna clear something up. Hold on, y'all. Special guest, smash the like button. A special guest wants to clear the air right now. He wants to clear his name. Hold on. Jackie in the building. Dímelo, Jackie. Hold on. Let me mute it for right quick. Hold on. What's good? What's good? What's good? Is this the trainer of the Phenom in the 135-pound division? Ryan Garcia? Henry Garcia's dad?
Absolutely. It's me, the one and only. How's it going, my man? I like your show. Hey, more power to you. Hats off to you because you put on a good show, and wish you the best out there, my man.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I greatly appreciate that. And thank you for molding your son, and sharing his skills and talent with us.
That's right, and that's exactly what I did. I molded my son to a level where he's hard to beat. Of course, I've got some good people on our team. Mm-hmm. That helps me through all this. Yeah, but I'm telling you, we always have a good team, and we have
facts. My fault. So Henry, y'all back in training. Y'all got a fight in in 2 weeks right now. How?
Yeah. Go ahead.
First and foremost, how your son is feeling, how y'all feeling, especially with the coach change. I know there's a lot of people that have been talking about the Eddie Reynoso and Joe Goosen. But
well, listen, this is very important. You know, you gotta be very comfortable when you're in boxing. You have to be 100%. You, the coaches, the team, everybody's got to be in sync. And if not everybody's in sync, then there's a little problem, and it needs to be fixed. And it needs to be fixed immediately. And then you move on. But there's nothing wrong with moving on. I mean, I love Eddie Reynoso. Canelo's awesome. He's an excellent pound fighter. Totally agree.
mm-hmm.
I've seen Eddie, train, and we're all together. But again, you have to be 100%. And if you're not, you've got to fix it right away and move on. And that's exactly what we did.
Facts. That's understood. That's understood. I don't really understand the backlash. Y'all going from a good trainer to another good trainer, but also to clear to the people that you never left the corner. You always been there, even with Eddie Reynoso.
Well, you gotta understand, I'm his father. I'm not going anywhere. I'm no different than Devin his dad. I'm no different than TEOFIMO's dad. Well, in a sense, I am. I'm more humble. I'm no different than I'm no different than David Benavidez's dad. That's me. So I've trained my boy since he was 8 years old. My brother gave him the foundation, and then later on, when Ryan was almost 9, I took over, and I took him all the way. And I'm proud of it because I learned a lot, okay? And I wanted to discuss about something that I heard that I wasn't too happy about, but I do want to clear that up. Let me just finish about what you mentioned to me about, trainers and all that. You gotta be comfortable in who you're with, and we feel very comfortable with what we're doing. And come April 9th, you're gonna see some good, positive results. I'm excited because my son, brother, he went through a lot, and I'm just so glad that he weathered the storm. And por Dios, without him, it wouldn't have been possible. So I give all glory to God and give that shout out, because without God, brother, you won't be able to handle it.
Facts.
It's hard. And hopefully I don't wish that on anybody, but anxiety is a real illness, and depression is probably the worst thing that you could see from your own son, your own family. You gotta be careful with that.
Yo, it's true. God first, everything second. Always put your trust in God. Always pray, and things will turn out good. Things will turn out good in God's time.
Yeah.
Now,
in God's time.
Exactly.
Right.
Not in our time, in God's time. Now, last week I interviewed Brandon Lee, one of the upcoming stars in the 140-pound division, and I asked him a question about how was it fighting with Ryan Garcia. I know you lost in the amateurs versus Ryan Garcia, and he said that the only reason he lost was because Ryan Garcia's parents were the judges. Now clear the air. What do you say to Brandon Lee to that?
Well, I'm going to clear the air right now, and I'm going to clear it 100%. And he is right by saying that, yes, we were judges and referees. But guess what? I only did that because they asked me to volunteer, and I didn't have the money like they did. I didn't have the money. His father is already a millionaire. I didn't have that money. We started from the bottom. And they told me, hey, you know, your sons are good. You know, we see a bright future. You know, we could help. The only way we could help you, because I was asking for donations. He told us, you know, every parent goes through that. But I was saying, well, how can you help me? They said, well, you could sign up. You could take the test, become a referee. First become a judge and a referee. And then, you know, of course, nobody's going to be biased. In fact, it's going to be even harder to win. But your sons know how to fight. I said, well, yeah, that's, you know, I just need help in that respect. So I only did it because I didn't have the money. I did not have the money to travel like some rich people. But what I did have is I had two sons that were ranked number one for so many years. So many years. And not only that, when we fought Brandon Lee, we beat him 7 times. So don't tell me that you won because we were judges or referees. I'm working my son's corner. I'm telling you I'm telling my son how to beat you. I'm telling my son how to beat Brandon. Okay? And we did it. And his father was like so mad, like, damn, we can't beat him. We can't beat him. Well, guess what? You know what his own mother said? His own mother said, man, Ryan's got your number. Ooh. We can't beat him. Just like now, that's his own mother saying it. Ooh. So if his own mother saying it, why are you coming down on us? We're just doing our part. We're just fighting. You know, so it has nothing in that.
So you actually never judge Brandon and Ryan's fight, but you was just a judge and a referee.
Come on, brother. That doesn't get my license away from me.
Yeah.
Take my license. No, I said no. That's not even heard of. You don't do stuff like that. We couldn't even do that. In fact, the days that they fought, I was just his trainer, and it's my son against his son. So I can't judge a fight. Come on, brother. You don't do that. Nobody does that. That's like in Guam or in something like that. I don't know, but aquí in the United States, no, you gotta do things right. Like I said, the only reason why I volunteered, and it's volunteer because you only get paid like $20, $30 a lo máximo for the volunteer. But I'm judging a lot of people's fight, not just a lot of people. But you know what? At the same time, I'm learning a lot, and I loved it because it paid off. Because I'm thinking, okay, you know, I see what's going on. But no way do you fight somebody and you're a judge. No way, you don't do stuff like that. They would never allow that. So that's why when he said that, I was very, very, very upset, and I wanted to clear the air. And one more thing too. There's a couple more things. Since he put shade on me, I'm so upset that I'm gonna put shade on him. His father is the type that used to have 2 or 3 books. I know for sure 2 books because one time I was at a show fight, and I knew that his son was already an open fighter. An open fighter in amateur means that you got 10 fights or more.
Okay.
Well, guess what? That second book showed that he only had 5 fights and not 10 or 11 or 12. I looked at him, but since I liked him as a friend, I didn't say nothing. But I'm thinking to myself, this isn't open. Why is he having amateur status? See, so that's why the things don't go right. And furthermore, in every tournament that we enter, I can't be a referee or a judge. I can't do that. These are major tournaments. These are ones that you win nationals. And guess what? His son, his father would never put him in our weight class or anybody close to 132. You know why? Because you would have Shakur, you would have to fight Devin Haney, you would have to fight Ryan Garcia, you would have to fight Virgil Ortiz. You think that father will let his son fight us? Heck no.
Damn. Let me stop you a little bit right there, because for the people that just coming into the show, so I could just give them, just so I could tell them who you talking about. If you just walking into the show, Henry Garcia, Ryan Garcia's dad, is talking about is clearing the air of my interview with Brandon Lee that I had last week. And Brandon Lee stated that Ryan Garcia only beat me in the amateurs because his parents were the judges. So Henry Garcia, Ryan Garcia's dad, is clearing the air, and he's right now just speaking on Brandon Lee, just in case if y'all just walked in the show right now.
That's correct. And let me tell you, that can't even be true, because how could you beat a guy 7 times and say you only beat me because you were a judge? No, I was a volunteer, but you don't volunteer your own kids. You volunteer the show fight, because, like I said, I wasn't a rich man. Now I'm a wealthy man, but I'm not a rich man back then.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying that you don't talk shade on somebody like that, because my understanding is that he was with my son the week before you had that podcast with him.
Yeah.
So they had said hi and all that. But Brandon Lee and his father know deep down inside, there's no way they could beat Ryan.
So not, you feel like you need to fight him in the professional level? I mean, y'all probably in a couple years move up in the 140-pound division. Y'all looking for that fight in the professional level, the Brandon Lee fight, because of those comments?
Brother, have you ever heard of Brandon Lee? Come on, brother.
Hey, but
hey, you heard of Devin Haney? You heard of Virgil Ortiz? You heard of Teofimo Lopez? And I know you heard of Virgil Ortiz and Shakur Stevenson. But when have you ever heard of Brandon Lee?
Ooh. Oh man, you heating this up, Henry. You heating it up.
I want to heat it up, because he talked shade. He talked shade on my boy, and you know what? I'm gonna come after him and his father when I see them, and I'm gonna tell him that was very wrong by what you said, because I've never said I never even mentioned Brandon Lee's name. You know why? Because I'm too busy with all these other 135-pounders. If you look at all the websites and all the Instagrams, do you ever see Brandon Lee with us? Of course not. You know why? His father will never fight him against top contenders. Never. Till this day. And I'm sorry, but that's the truth. So if you guys are hating me, don't hate on me. I'm just speaking facts.
Ooh.
My son knocks people out for a living. He's 21 and 18 KOs. And hopefully he'll be 22 with 19 KOs. Okay? My son doesn't play. And I'm just, like I said, I thank God that he recovered. He's okay. But I'm telling you right now, all the sparring partners that he's fought,
I heard one of the fighters. I heard one of the sparring partners. He broke his jaw, and they took him out from the gym in the ambulance.
In 2 places, yes.
Ooh. Damn.
So, we're not here to play, bro, and we're not here to say, oh, we only broke his jaw because I was a judge. Come on, brother. That's kid stuff, man. We're grown men here.
Yo, you think
never said, but let me tell you, when a mother tells people, and I have friends that have proof because they told them and they told me, but when your own mother, and you know mothers don't lie. When your own mother tells people, man, we can't beat Ryan Garcia, he's got our number. Come on, brother. I shouldn't even say anything more than that. But if you want me to, just tell me, because there's a lot more.
Hey, you know, maybe Brandon Lee will hear this part, and maybe he'll further, I don't know. Or maybe, it'll be.
Bro, hey, I'll be more than happy to have him and his dad on the past podcast, and we could go back and forth. But guess what? I'm going to have a witness so that we could clear this up. But I'm telling you right now, his name is Danny Ortega. and his wife is Lauren Ortega. They were best friends. But they turn on them, and I was like, wow, man. I said, I've always liked Lee. I always liked his father. I did. I always liked his father. But now
they mention your name. The gloves is off.
Oh, bro, you don't do that to me. You do not do that. In fact, I haven't even told my son Ryan.
Oh, okay.
But I mean,
you might need to tell him, maybe give him a more of an edge this upcoming fight.
No, bro. My son doesn't need edge, bro. Not like that. Because come on, brother. We don't play games like that. We don't go back. Oh, you beat my son. Oh yeah. Okay, so you beat him when he was 9 years old. Wow, man, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud. Come on, bro. We beat Virgil Ortiz when he was 17 years old.
Oh.
We beat Devin Haney when he was 17 years old. Come on, bro. We're already young adults.
But
if you look at Brandon Lee's record and book, just do your research. He'll never have a win over Devin Haney or Ryan Garcia or even Virgil Ortiz. You know why?
Why?
Because his father would never have him beat us. And he told people, oh, I'm not going in that division. No way. So he would have him win nationals at 147, 150 something. Come on, dude, you're a young kid. But that's the truth. So if you do the research, so you will say, oh man, Henry ain't lying. He's not lying. He's telling the truth. You do your research. I think you did already.
Yeah.
Did you? Okay. Was his weight class above or below?
His weight. Well, let's pull it out right now. Hold on.
Let's pull it up right now, and tell your listeners, because I speak the truth, brother.
Let's go. Hold on.
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Brandon Lee, 2013 PAL Nationals, 132 pounds, first place. 2014 National Silver Gloves Championship, 139 pounds, first place.
39. There you go. 39. Go on. Keep on going.
2015 U.S. National Junior, under 17 years old, championship, 145 pounds, first place.
Stop right there. 17 years old. At what weight?
145.
Woo, my man. You know I'm telling the truth now. You know I'm telling the truth. Because
oh, man. You trying to expose Brandon Lee, Henry?
Hey, bro, I have to. If you're going to talk shit about my son, you better back it up, brother. Not just by, oh, he only won. You know what people used to say? I had two people. Two people came up to me and said the same thing. Oh, man, you guys only won because you were judges, right?
Yeah.
And how I would answer to them? I said, you know what? I said, anybody that ever said that, about a week later, I will go to their gym. And I would say, give me your best guy, providing it's Ryan's weight class. And they would say, yeah. And when they got their ass kicked, bro, it's like putting their head between their ass. They're like, oh, shit, this dude for real. Hey, come on, brother. That's the truth. So when I said that to them, they were like, yeah, you're right. I would go directly, and I wouldn't call them up. I would just surprisingly go to their gym and say, hey, man, I'm looking for sparring. I would act all normal. I'm looking for sparring. You know, who's your best guy? And I knew what I was up against. And I knew what I wanted, what was my purpose. But, man, when I left that gym, man, I had a smile on my face like, whew, talk about relief.
Yeah.
Okay, so anybody that says that, now I'm going after the people that says that my son is a YouTube boxer. How the hell can he be a YouTuber if he's knocking fucking guys like Luke Campbell and Romero Duno and Fonseca, who win 9 rounds with Tank? Come on, brother.
Let
we're not here to play.
Let me ask you this question. Why do you think that anything your son do, whether he's gonna post something on Instagram, whether he's fighting, he gets dropped, gets back up, he wins, he's still undefeated, going through anxiety, everything he does is like he gets backlash. Like where the hate comes? Why you think people? I know that he got a lot of fans. You know, he got a lot of supporters. But where do you think this hate comes from?
Okay, because I'm gonna tell you why, and that's a very good question. I'm glad you answered that because I'm gonna clear that one too. Okay, the reason why people hate on him is because he's tall, he's handsome, and he could fight. He could knock people out, man.
He could steal your girl. That's why he could steal your girl.
Well, I don't want to go there, brother, but I'll tell you this much. Brother, he doesn't have to. He's handsome. And people hate that shit, man, because they're like, fuck, he's all over the internet. But you know what? Let me tell you, my son was so smart because back then he saw an opportunity with YouTube and the internet. He says, man, every time I do a small segment, a show, he goes, people listen to me.
Yeah.
And people like me. And you know what I told him? I said, hey, Ryan, if you want more than that, I said, you need to entertain. Entertain them. I said, because that's the key word. You entertain, you're going to make a lot of money. Yeah. And, man, he took that, and he said, I'm going to do it that. And I'm glad he did, because by him being so popular on the internet, he's got some awesome sponsors. Ooh,
yeah. Is it safe to say that he makes more money outside of boxing than in the ring?
I'm going to say yes. Dang. But he makes good money in boxing. Trust me, he makes good money. Good money.
Damn.
You know, and we're not talking, he makes good money. Okay? But, you know, that's aside from everything. But you know what? I tell people, you don't have to hate, because if it was your son, I know damn well you wouldn't want anybody to hate him.
Facts.
I know damn well that you will be so proud of him. You or him or your daughter. You will have a son or a daughter that's doing so good and they're making millions. You're gonna hate on you can't, come on, brother. That doesn't even exist. So I tell all the parents, everybody has an opportunity. Just follow your dream. Stay focused. Stay out of drugs. And if you're going to be into a sport, be the best you can.
Facts.
Because we live in the United States, thank God, and there's an opportunity for everyone. So stop hating and start doing something for your own kid. Because I paid my dues. I paid my dues. And that's why I get so offended when people say, well, your son only won. Okay. Your son only won because I was a judge? Are you kidding me? Man, my son is fighting you one-on-one. So now what? So you're saying, now, okay, if I was in the ring with my son, then you can say, well, you only won because it was your dad and you.
Yeah.
Come on, brother. It's you against him. Try to beat him. He's not easy to beat. And not only that, he's got a knockout punch. He's got some power in both hands.
Do you think also Canelo saying paraphrasing, talking about your son's discipline, do you think that lit up the fire even more, like the hate?
Absolutely.
What do you think about Canelo's comment?
I don't think Canelo really understood the impact it would have, because Canelo's awesome, like I said, but I was very surprised because Canelo, I talked with Canelo and I told him what my son was going through, and he says, oh man, he goes, and then Eddie Reynoso, I have to say this, but he told me, hey Henry, I went through that. So between 21 and 23, I'm going to tell you, be careful, because for some reason, I've been hearing this a lot, 21, 23, if your life is too overwhelming, you can fall into a deep anxiety or deep depression. So ten cuidado, be careful.
Hey, Beyond the Ring with Nonito and Rachel said, hi, Mr. Garcia. Welcome to the show. Nonito Donaire said, what's up?
Oh, man, tell him what's up, man. Tell him, man, he's one of my idols. He's one of my idols. That I love the way he fights, and look, he became a champion too. If anybody knows how to work out and knows how to spar and fight, Nonito Donaire.
That's what's up, man. That's what you looking for Nonito Donaire and Inoue?
Man, heck yeah, you know it, brother. You know it. But I'm telling you right now, man, you got some good people on your show. I apologize. Well, I shouldn't apologize to Brandon Lee, but I mean, I need him. I need him to apologize to me.
Okay.
And he can call me. He could text me. Okay, if he wants. But I'm gonna tell you right now, don't you ever talk bad about us, because I never talked bad about you guys until today. And I have to, because I have to clear the name, and you don't do that to people. Mm-hmm. If you lost, hey brother, you lost. Figure it out. Yeah. If your dad can't figure it out, guess what? Find somebody else that can. But don't talk shade and say he only won. Okay, so you're saying he only beat me 7 times? Okay.
Damn.
Come on, brother.
I thought it was one time. So Ryan Garcia beat Brandon Lee 7 times.
Talk to Antonio Diaz. He's the Indio Boxing Club. Just interview him and say, hey man, just give me a quick
rundown.
A rundown on Ryan and Brandon Lee. That's all I want you to ask. Just ask him.
Okay.
Antonio Diaz. Say, hey, Antonio Diaz, just give me a quick recap. A quick rundown on Ryan and Brandon Lee. Just give me a rundown. Okay.
Let me ask you a couple of questions before you go. How's the relationship with how's the relationship with Ryan and Golden Boy right now?
100%, brother.
Great. That's good. Mm-hmm.
And no doubt.
Who is the fighter? Who you think is your legacy fight for your son? What's the legacy fight? Who is that opponent? Is it Tank? Is it Devin? Is it Teo? Is it Kambosos? Is it Loma? Who is it?
I'm gonna tell you, brother. I'll give you the rundown. It's gonna be Tank. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He's the main one, and then it could be Vasil Lomachenko. It might be him.
Okay.
But he's over there in Ukraine, and I give him more respect than anybody for doing that. I appreciate that. But let me tell you why it's them. Why do you think it's them?
Mm-hmm.
Why would you think that I would want those fights? Because they got knockout power, brother. So
it's the threat.
We've never been afraid in the amateurs. Why would we worry about pros if we have the same caliber, if not more? My son has got a boxing Q so high that he's smart, man. He's smart. You're gonna see it April 9th, God willing. Like you did with Luke Campbell. Luke Campbell, let me tell you something. He's no joke. That guy's Olympic gold medalist for a reason.
Facts.
And
that was a good win.
For my son, for my son to get knocked down, not knocked out, knocked down, come back up and do what he did. Come on, brother. What does that show you?
Show a lot of character. Balls.
Exactly. So why are you saying he's only a YouTube boxer? Why are you hating?
Because Ryan Garcia could steal their girls. That's what it is, Henry. Because he could steal their
Well, you know what? I don't go there because my main focus is for him to become a champion, a world champion. Okay? But I'm just telling you, he is handsome and he is tall. But man, he can knock people out.
Yeah, Nonito said, "Thank you, sir."
Oh man, he don't even have to thank me. He is what he is. He's awesome.
Yeah, man.
And bro, he is awesome.
Yeah.
And I seen him spar. I seen him spar out there in Vegas one time.
Mm-hmm.
My God, bro, that small gym. I think that's where it is. But man, that dude, a beast. And my son was barely coming up. We were sparring. What's his name? That Mexican guy. That he was gonna fight. I forget his name. But anyways, look at.
Oh, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this one. HLD said, ask Henry, how's his role when it comes to working with another trainer, and is he okay giving up the lead trainer position?
You know, those are awesome questions, and tell that guy, hats off to him, because those are the right questions to ask. Mm-hmm. And the answer to that is yes. And you know why? Because you're never in a position where you can not keep on learning. And the only reason why I allow somebody to take the lead is because that person has already been there and done that. Mm-hmm. And in this sport, you cannot be too humble and say, no, I want to do it. No, it's okay. But let me tell you this, okay? If they didn't have the more experience than I had, they wouldn't be up there with me.
Yeah.
It would just be me. I let my boy, I put myself to the side when I had my boy at 13-0 with 12 KOs. Tell me what father does that? You
True.
got a son who's 13-0 with 12 KOs, and then I step to the side. Come on, bro.
You don't got no ego. You got no ego. You just want the best.
I got no ego.
Mm-hmm.
I just want the best for my son. And Virgil Ortiz's father is the same way.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I've known Virgil Ortiz's dad, and he speaks to me. He talks to me. He calls me up. Yeah. I know the real reason of a lot of things that happened, but I'm not going to reveal it. The man is awesome. Yeah, the man is awesome. Mm-hmm. And I'll tell you this much. He's the one that brought up Virgil.
Facts.
Okay? And people have to appreciate that. So if they see me, well, why did you step to the side? Brother, I didn't step to the side. Mm-hmm. All I did was I invited someone to say, hey, man, come join our journey. That's all I said. Join our journey because it's going to be awesome.
That's facts. Nonito said, keep up the good work and good blessings to Ryan.
Thank you, brother. Tell him that it was a hard road last year, but I see a good road this year. And I'll tell you, man, we're on to a good start, and hopefully April 9th, you're going to see some the way, where he left off.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but any other questions, brother?
Oh, man, we get tons. We get tons. I just don't want to overwhelm. I just don't want to you. I don't want to overwhelm you. You know what I'm saying? No, but what do you think about? You said
give me the good ones. Give me the good ones.
All right, you said Tank. And Lomachenko, but they don't have a belt. Don't you want a Kambosos who got the belts? Don't you want that?
Wait a minute. Of course we do. Of course we do.
Okay.
Wait a minute. But we're fighting a guy that's in their camp right now. And supposedly they're fighting Haney. Mm-hmm. So there's, of course, but hey, we're gonna fight the winner. That could be Haney. That could be Kambosos. I mean, I want that, but you know what? I'm going for people that say that they could beat my son. Teofimo Lopez is another one on our radar. Okay, we got some, and we're not afraid, bro. I mean, Cruz.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something about Cruz, okay? Because a lot of people, I gotta clear that up too.
Isaac Cruz.
This came from the vice president of Golden Boy, and he ain't gonna lie. We offered him $1 million.
Okay.
And if his managers didn't tell him, that's not my fault. But we offered him way more money than what Mayweather did. And guess what? They said, "Nah, let us think about it."
Mm.
Bro, you don't say that. You don't say that.
You gotta repeat that. You gotta repeat that again, because matter of fact, I even forgot about the Isaac Cruz situation. Say it again. So y'all offer Isaac Cruz $1 million.
We offered him $1 million. If they didn't show him that response, or they didn't tell him, "Hey, bro, that's not on us." But this came from the vice president and from Golden Boy himself. He told me, he goes, "And we offered it." But, you know, at that time, they were riding so high. You know how it works. They're riding high. They're going to say, "Well, you know, let's just see what else is out there." Are you kidding me, brother? You blew your chance, because now you're fighting Gamboa, who's 50 years old.
Is it Isaac Cruz? Is it Isaac Cruz with Manny Pacquiao Promotions?
He might be. It doesn't matter. The point is that you had your opportunity, and you're telling us that you never received it, bro. You did. What they did is they never told him.
Ooh, so Isaac Cruz, we need to speak to Isaac Cruz. Tenemos que hablar con ese tipo, mi hermano.
Okay, exactly. No. So that's what I'm thinking. That's the only thing I could think of, because if Cruz is saying, no había un contrato, no había nada así. Okay, brother, well, guess what? They're telling me that, so they probably didn't tell you that.
Whoa.
So, hey, bro, sometimes it happens, and it's politics. But you know what? Guess what, brother? If he keeps on fighting and if he proves himself, there might be an opportunity. But I'll tell you right now, don't think you're gonna beat my son.
That's it. He lost that chance.
No.
Let me read this. Let me read this. Let me read this. Will said, "I respectfully disagree with Ryan. It's not Kambosos' fault that T.O. didn't come in at his best. A fighter only fights what's in front of them." Good looking out, Will. Well, that comment stems from that your son, yesterday, I think it was today, said that Kambosos didn't beat the best TEOFIMO. That he don't see him like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he'll knock Kambosos out. Do you feel the same way that Ryan felt?
Let me clear this up again. What did I say in the beginning of your show? You have to be 100%, or don't get in the ring, because you could be humbled real quick.
Yeah.
Just like Blair the Flair did just this past weekend. Okay? Hablando cosas así. You gotta be careful. So, you know, people can get humbled real quick in this sport. So you have to be 100%. If you're not 100%, my advice is don't get in the ring. I mean, just postpone the fight. You can do that. You can say, you know what, we're not going to fight this month, but we got it rescheduled for blah, blah, blah.
How about if your son, let's say you like, damn, son, we can't do this, and your son is saying, nah, I could fight. Who gotta have that power to pull back? You felt like Teofimo Lopez Sr. should have been in control and say, we're not fighting. Fuck that.
Yeah, of course. Bro, it's your son. A father would die for his son, yes or no?
Facts, of course.
Okay, brother. So you gotta protect your son at all costs. You think when my son was going through his illness, you think I said, "Hey man, I don't care, but let's get this fight, even though you're gonna be making millions. Let's still fight." Hell no. You think, come on, brother. I don't care about the money. I care about my son's health. That's worth. There's not even an amount to that.
That's understood. That's understood.
And all fathers should be like that. All fathers, man. Remember, you cannot be selfish in this sport. You have to be smart in this sport.
Yeah.
And you gotta know how to handle politics. You gotta know how to handle people that want to fight you. Mayweather is a perfect example of how he got rid of Top Rank and he said, "I'm gonna do things on my own." I mean, there's reasons for this.
You think it's also because it's all the sharks, everybody that's gonna make money off of you, they depend on you to also get in that ring. So it has to be somebody to really will back and take control, because a fighter is a fighter, you know, because he says senior said that he didn't know what was really going on with his son. He thought it was just a regular asthma that they gone through it before. So
well, let me tell you this, bro. I'm gonna tell you, and I think you've heard this before, that he got dropped in regular sparring, okay, by one of David Benavidez' teammates. Okay, just like Brandon Lee got dropped by an amateur named Dominic Cerna, and he got dropped twice.
Ay. Tú estás en fuego con Brandon.
Come on, brother. You know, but you gotta protect your son. But now my son's 100%. We're headed out to San Antonio.
Oh man, I love the food in San Antonio. The best food in San Antonio. The best Mexican food in San Antonio.
You got it, brother. You know it.
Ed Perez said, "Is it true that Ryan gave Haney a standing 8 count in the amateurs?"
Man, 100%. He gave him his first 8 count. That's 100%. And the record, let me get the record straight. He beat Ryan 3 times, and we beat him 3 times. That's fact.
Okay, 6-6.
Okay?
6 fights. 3-3. Got it.
Yeah, 3-3. And that's fact. Okay? And then when Ryan fought him when he was older, Ryan busted his eardrum, and he knows that. So those are facts, brother. Okay? I'm not going to lie. I'm his father. Why would I lie? I don't have to lie.
All right. How's your relationship with you and Bill Haney, the two fathers?
He's another one that was okay, but you know what, brother? He said another thing about YouTube boxer. How can you say YouTube boxer if he knows how much power Ryan has? Man, come on, brother. You think he's gonna knock out Ryan? I think it's the other way around. Okay? So yeah, he's gotta be careful. See, those are fighting words. So you don't say those things. If anybody knows Ryan, it's him. It's Brandon Lee's dad, Antonio Diaz, and all these other Joel Diaz. They all know Ryan.
Jimenez. Good luck.
Exactly, they all know. Virgil Ortiz's father knows Ryan. Like
how many times Ryan fought Virgil Ortiz in the amateurs?
3 times.
How was the record?
3-0.
Ooh, so Virgil Ortiz never beat Ryan?
Nope.
Ooh, you said it low. I know you got respect for the Virgil Ortiz. Like, why you ask me that? Punch?
Yeah, I love the man, but I'm telling you, I love the man, but hey, bro, but let me tell you this right now. I'm almost sure it was 3 times, but I know 2 for a fact. But I know that when we first saw Virgil Ortiz at a tournament, guess where? San Antonio, Texas.
That's
bro. Virgil Ortiz looked so good, and I was like, Ryan, when Virgil fighting, bro, me and Ryan looked at each other because we were sitting there, and we looked at each other, and I was like, hey, Ryan, that's the guy you're gonna fight. And he goes, oh, okay.
Yeah. Jimenez said, Jimenez said, much respect, Mr. Garcia. Do you feel like Tank is getting a pass, cherry picking every time? The guy has not fought anyone, even on Luke Campbell's level.
Man, I'll tell you this right now, bro. Your people are asking some. They're smart.
Hey, man. Good looking out for the questions, y'all.
You got some good, smart people that know boxing, brother.
Don't worry, you're not hated that much. You're not hated that much in the community.
And I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate it. But I'm telling you right now, who has Tank really fought? The first fight that he's gonna fight is gonna be Rolly. That's not gonna be easy. I know Rolly might be joking and this and that, but I'll tell you this much: he's a warrior. And yeah, Tank has power, but man, when you have skills and power, well, I don't know. I mean, it all depends on Rolly, right? But I'm just saying, on our part, when you have skills and power, again, that's gonna give Tank a hard time. Because remember, if Tank has power, he has to come forward anyways. He's got to come towards Ryan, and whoever comes towards Ryan, whoo, brother, you better know what you're doing.
Mamba.
You're bringing out the bull.
Mamba said, "What can we expect from Ryan after his next Stay Busy fight?"
A big showdown. A big showdown. We're not here to duck. Come on, bro. We don't do that. That's what they said about Romero Duno. We were ducking Romero Duno. Look what happened to him in the first round. Come on, brother.
Y'all rocking and rolling. No.
Yeah, we're here to fight the best, just like we did in the amateurs. What's different?
And that's what I always be. That's what I always be saying, Henry. I always say, oh, when people be like, oh, this guy's scared of this one, this guy's scared of this one, I'll be like, they all fought each other in the amateurs. They fought each other for free.
Yeah,
ain't no fighters scared.
Exactly, bro. We're fighting for money, which is fair, because it's a risky sport, and you better be 100%, or else you're gonna get knocked out. These people don't. You look at the difference between, and I don't quote me on this because somebody else told me, but it opened my eyes. The difference between amateurs and pros. You know what the difference is?
What's the difference? The snakes.
The difference is The difference is that an amateur will give you an 8 count. A pro will kill you. Or could kill you. Remember that, brother. An amateur can give you an 8 count. A pro can kill you.
Yeah, and that's why you got to be prepared. Got to be good at all times, mentally and physically.
You got to be 100%, brother. You better be 100%. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm just telling you facts.
That's what's up. Hey, when Sean is getting back in the ring, when Sean getting back in the ring, man, some don't quit.
Let me tell you this, man. He's a trainer now, but he's been working out little by little. I'm gonna post something, and he posted something today. He goes, I'm gonna get in shape, and any champion out there, of course, it has to be his weight class. He goes, you want to spar me or you want to fight me? You never know. So that's a good sign, because he might come back.
Okay.
But I told Sean, you know why I took Sean out of the boxing scene?
Why?
He wasn't 100%, brother.
He got to be all in.
You got to be all in or don't go in, and like that game, you got to know when to hold them. You got to know when to fold them.
See, that's credit to you, because you could have been another person and be like, come on, there's a lot of money to be made, man. Get back in the ring.
No.
But you don't even pressure that. Now, if you ain't good 100%, don't get in that ring. That's real.
No, bro. And that's what I'm saying. I'm not selfish. I'm not here for that. I'm here to protect my boys through thick and thin. Por vida. I'm not here to be. I'm humble. I'm not, I'm not arrogant and saying, "Oh, my boy will do this." Okay, I could say my boy. It's gonna be hard to beat him. Yeah. I could say that, and I could speak facts, but I'm not gonna say, "Oh, he can knock everybody out." No. I could say this: we are going to challenge everybody.
Yep.
That I could say.
I think so too. Y'all will challenge everybody. Yeah, because,
bro, my son's only 23. We have time.
Facts.
We have time. Tenemos tiempo.
Yeah.
We have time, man. And we're already 21 and with 18 KO. Come on, we're in a good position. But I respect all the boxers in this world. Remember that. You know why? Because remember what I said about amateurs versus pros.
Yeah.
The difference. So I respect every pro out there. But don't ever throw shade on my boy unless you have facts.
Okay.
I mean, true facts. And you know that I can't come back and say something about you, because I will.
Oh, man.
You better be clear. Careful, brother.
I gotta hit up Brandon Lee to watch the show, to watch the playback, to see what he said with Mr. Lee and Mrs. Lee.
Hey, tell him that, this is what a friend of hers said, and she's not going to deny it.
Mm-hmm.
That's his mother. She's a sweetheart. I liked her.
Mm-hmm.
I still like her.
Yeah.
But the woman knew what Ryan was all about. And Antonio Diaz, who is a respectable coach for the Indio, and he also had that fighter that just fought this weekend. I forget his name, but he knocked that dude out with a body shot. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Antonio Diaz knows about Ryan and Brandon. So if they try to say something that's not real, put Antonio Diaz on the line, do a 3-way, and you'll see.
We got to do that. We got to do.
Yeah, I'm not here to fool around. I'm not here to lie. I'm just here to speak the truth. But I'm telling you right now, they could hear it all they want. They could hate me. I don't care, brother. I don't care. I did at first, but I don't care because we got a journey. You think I'm going to worry about the amateurs? Come on, brother.
That's what's up.
I'm beyond all that.
El Pacastran said, "How are you, Punch? Please tell his father to make sure Ryan learn how to keep his distance, and he has to learn defense first before putting him against real hitters like Tank and Pitbull." That was a statement. El Pacastran.
Exactly. Well, let me tell you, brother. The worst thing you can do is come forward on Ryan. That's the worst thing you can do.
He got that left hook.
Remember, bro, not only that left hook, he got that right hand. Okay? And we're 100%. So, people got to be careful.
Of course.
And that's the only thing I could say. People have to be careful. We know how to punch. Just like punch strong.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about.
But
hey, brother, I love your show, man. And like I said, you got the smart people there, brother.
Thank you, man. Thank you, and thank you everybody that's tuning in as well. And the questions is good. And thank you, Henry.
Questions are awesome.
Yeah, man.
They got one more question before I go.
Let me see who got the good questions out here. Who got the good questions?
The best question, brother, and I'll answer it truthfully, 100%.
Anything, answer anything. I mean, ask
brother.
anything. Right does have her own.
Anything.
I don't know. People shy right now, man. They shy. They not getting it.
You know why? People are shy when they know the truth. Remember. Remember that, brother. They're like, man, if it's coming from Ryan's dad, bro, you know he's telling the truth.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Hey.
Okay.
Hey, you giving us facts. You giving us facts.
Exactly.
You giving us facts. You giving us receipts, and you giving us witnesses.
Bro, and I'm giving you. Yeah, I got witnesses too. So it's not like I'm telling you, just I don't know the person's name. Come on, bro. I gave you the name. All you gotta do is call them up and just say, "Hey, write it down for me. What happened?" And here's another name that I'll throw out there: Lee Espinosa.
Okay.
He's from Coachella Boxing Gym. Lee Espinosa. Ask him.
Okay.
He's the one that when Ryan's gonna fight Brandon Lee, he goes, "Oh man, you're in trouble." I said, "Why?" He goes, "You're fighting Brandon Lee." And I said, "Okay." I said, "But we've already beat him."
Yeah.
And then he goes, No, you haven't." I said, "Yes, we did." I said, "Ask Antonio," and Antonio was there. He turns around, and Antonio said, "Yep."
A matter of fact, I would like to ask you this. I would like you to clarify this one, because Mauricio Suleiman months ago said that both the WBC, Mauricio Suleiman said both Ryan Garcia's team and Devin Haney's team requested to fight in a later date. That basically saying that Ryan never ducked really Devin Haney. That both of y'all requested to fight in a later date. Is that accurate? Is that true?
That's 100%, brother.
Okay. So Devin Haney's side also requested to fight y'all in a later date to make the most money.
Well, I mean,
the most money, the big, because it was still like half pandemic, like it's still Yeah, I don't think it was around that time. The max people that could go to an arena. So that was the interview back then. But it was both sides. That this is the reason why the fight didn't happen earlier.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Well, let me tell you. Again, we I respect all the boxers out there, and we're gonna do what our journey and our destiny is set out to do.
Okay.
Okay, and that's to challenge people. We have no fear, and we never duck, but we always find a way to win. Okay, and God, like I said, Ryan's IQ is very high, so you're gonna have to beat that first before you can beat him, because he's smart and he can punch. And man, when he connects, like I tell you about those sparring partners, brother.
Yeah.
Just ask them.
Nonito.
I can't give any names. I can't give any names, but I tell you, man, Nonito had one of the best hooks in the world.
I know. He got a question for you too.
Oh, go ahead.
He said, "If you answered it. You answered it. You did say it, but maybe he didn't hear it. If you were to choose the next 3 fights in order for Ryan, who would it be and why?"
Okay, it would be Tank. It would be
Loma. You said, right?
TEOFIMO.
Oh, TEOFIMO.
Loma. Okay, but Loma, I said because of the he's out in
Ukraine.
In Ukraine. So I would say Tank, Lomachenko, and TEOFIMO. And the reason why I said that is because they all have power, and we love that. We love competition. Okay, and that's why I mean that if we were like that in the amateurs, why would it be different now? We're saying yes, and Kambosos is in there too, because Kambosos has all the belts. But I don't think Kambosos has power like Tank or he beat TEOFIMO, but I'm glad. But you're saying that his arm and shoulder was messed up. I don't know. But I'm talking about
you were convinced. You was convinced with Kambosos win. Be honest.
I was happy. You know why I was happy?
What?
Bro, that father would drive anybody nuts.
Oh, he seen you get you under your skin?
Oh my hell yeah. Oh my God, bro.
Keep talking, senior.
Oh, bro, I'm so glad it wasn't me. Oh my God, that guy would give anybody like a run for his money. Habla mucho, too much. But you know what? I was happy because he got humbled. He got humbled, and you know what? That's why I said, don't talk too loud. Look at Blair the Flair. You're talking too loud. TEOFIMO's dad, you're talking too loud. I never talk loud. I just say, hey, man, I respect all the boxers because I know what they go through.
Yeah.
But I know that my son can fight, and that's why he wins. And he proved it fighting Luke Campbell. He proved it.
You think what do you think about Kambosos versus Devin Haney? Who wins that fight?
Well, you know what, brother? What I just said today, because they interviewed me today, I only said back.
Shout out to Ellie. Shout out to Ellie.
Yeah, but let me tell you, bro. Haney, you're entering some hot waters out there, brother. And the reason why I'm saying that is look what happened to Pacquiao versus Jeff Horn. You know how they say history repeats itself?
Yep.
Bro,
you think?
I tell you, they better be careful. Haney's got some excellent skills, but he doesn't have a power punch.
Yeah.
He doesn't. And you know that, bro. You know that. He couldn't even knock out Kamboa. And he was 40-something years old already. But I'm telling you right now, they better be careful.
Fact.
That crowd's no joke, brother.
Facts.
And even if Kambosos throws a jab, they're gonna go all crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So I will worry more about politics than anything else.
All right. That's fact. That's logical right there.
All right, brother.
But thank you, Henry. Thank you.
But let me say, I'm only saying that because of what happened to my man Pacquiao, and Nonito Donaire probably agrees with me.
Yeah.
They robbed Pacquiao against Jeff Horn. They robbed him. And that's sad because you hear more about Pacquiao than you do Jeff Horn, don't you?
Yeah. Facts.
Now I can say goodbye, brother.
All right, Henry Garcia, father of the Phenom at 135, Ryan Garcia. Thank you for sharing. I'm going to get back to Brandon Lee. You clear the air.
All right. Clear the air. And tell him that bring his witness and I'll bring my witnesses because he better not say anything and just accept the truth because I got people knowing what he did with those books.
Ooh.
And I got proof. And I got proof that his mother said what she said.
Ooh.
Tell him he better have a doctor when he calls me. they're gonna hurt him.
Oh shit! All right.
Because I'm not here to play around, brother. In this sport, you don't play around. You don't talk shade about people. Mm-hmm. Because not once did I say anything bad about Brandon. I knew he was still there, and I was like, all right, he's a pro. That's cool, but I hardly hear his name. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's fine. But, man, when you said that, whoo, brother, you open a can of worms, and don't ever do that unless you know that I don't have nothing on you. Mm. Okay? But I cleared my facts, right? I cleared it.
Yes, sir.
I volunteered. I didn't have that much money. I volunteered, and all they did was pay for my room. But guess what? My son still had to fight in the amateurs.
Facts.
So if somebody's beating my son by 20 points, because they go by point system, if they're beating my son and hitting him 20 times, you think they're going to say, oh, he won? Mm. Come on, brother. That's facts, okay? Queen up there, brother, and thank you for having me on your show. Your show's awesome. Punch Drunk is awesome.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Awesome, brother, and take care, brother. Queen up there, and thanks all your supporters and your fans, because, hey, bro, they're smart.
Hey, thank you. And right. Thank you. Have a good day. All right, brother. Bye. Let's go. Wow. Epic interview, y'all. Woo, man. Wait till Brandon Lee gets to hear this. And everybody else. Ryan Garcia, you already knows, preparing out there, man. Training, prepare for his fight April 9th, San Antonio, baby. One of the best fools out there. El Pacastrang, dímelo. I swear, Punch, Kambosos will surprise Haney. They can't sleep on Kambosos. That's a real one. I know boxing. Let's go. Diaz in the building. Dímelo, mi hermano. What's good, man? Where you been at, Diaz? Eric, dope. Good stuff. Good looking out, y'all. Henry, thanks. HLD. Everybody, El Pacastrang. Everybody, Brian. Everybody in the chat, man. Good looking out for tuning in, y'all. Good looking out for tuning in, man. There's a lot of things to chop up over here, y'all. It's a lot of things to chop up. Man. So, again, a quick rundown. They offer Isaac Cruz $1 million. Isaac Cruz said he ain't know nothing about that. I don't know. Maybe the manager was holding out on them. I don't know. There's some follow-up question. We probably need to talk to Sean Gibbons about that. Saying that Ryan Garcia beat Brandon Lee in the amateur 7 times, beat Virgil Ortiz in amateurs 3 times. We already know about the Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia. The 3 opponents that they want is Tank, Tio, Lomachenko. Man, lot of information, yo. Lot of information. Dímelo, mi hermano, la Lobo. Well, I mean, Sean, I thought I was going to get you, Raquel. But, yo, man, I got to chop this thing up, man. I got to make, you already know, man. Thank you for tuning in. Tomorrow, I'm back, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. Everybody have a great night. Who's going to go live, man? Anybody out here, any channel out here going to go live next? Is no need you going to go live? Nah, you too tired. You're training. Who's gonna go live? Is Rap Star, you gonna go live? Let me go. I'm feeding you. I'm giving you an assist. What's good? Say, I'll kill for $1 million. That's crazy, man. And then Isaac Cruz Gamboa. That shit is whack. That shit is whack. He had good momentum. That's gonna fuck up the momentum. That's gonna fuck up the momentum. I would have got that Ryan Garcia fight. Yeah, I know the boxing world, man. Y'all know the boxing world. Yo, know me the building. Anyway, man, thank you for tuning in. I love y'all. Thanks for the support. I'm going live. Okay. Beyond the Ring with Nonito Donaire. Everybody subscribe to Beyond the Ring with Nonito and Rachel. They going live either Friday night or Saturday afternoon for Berchelt analysis. Let's go for Miguel Berchelt. They're going to be fighting this weekend. Also going to be fighting this weekend, my boy Michel Rivera out there in Minneapolis. Tim Zhu going to be performing in Minneapolis. Also, Henry La Bazooka Martinez. Henry Cedeño La Bazooka Martinez going to be fighting out there in Atlanta, Georgia, with Makai Montgomery, March 26th. Going to be a good day of boxing. Everybody love y'all. God bless. And on to the next.